And very pleased to be joined by the head coach of the Spartans, Mark Dantonio. Coach, what are you most pleased with at this point in camp?
I think attitude is probably as big as anything. I think we've come to work really not just in this camp, but really throughout winter workouts and spring ball and we call our bottom line conditioning program as well. So great leadership, and guys are working every single day, and they're working with a purpose.
Got a lot of publicity in the offseason. You rearranged your offensive staff. What has stood out to you about this new arrangement?
I think our guys are, first of all, doing a great job adapting and working the situation that was handed to them. Our players, I think, are believing in them. They've already got good, strong relationships with their players, and I think coaching starts with that, the relationships with each other. So, we're on track with that. Guys know who guys are. And, we've changed some things up, but obviously, but we won't get into those.
Coach, the way we've changed the way you practice down through your coaching career, what's become the right number of either scrimmages or live work? How has that changed?
When I was with Nick Saban, we didn't do much live work. We just scrimmaged. And then I went down to Ohio State with Jim Tressel, and he was like, line them up. So I think everybody takes a little bit different view on that. I think you have to go live so that you're teaching them to some degree, so that you're teaching them how to play through the whistle, tackling well. So, we mix it up, pretty much every practice we'll mix it up a little bit, and then we'll scrimmage and then try and keep everybody healthy. I think his health is, a lot of it's dictated on health, to be quite honest with you. If we feel good and guys are ready to go, then we'll go a little bit every day.
Speaking of health, your specialists seem to be in pretty good shape too, kicking it very well. How's that been working for you?
Jake Hartberger is back, and he's booming it. I think you guys saw that out there, and kicker's back, Matt Coughlin, and snapper's good. So we're ahead of the game in that capacity.
Your defense has such high expectations. Is there a risk of them being too confident? How do you manage that?
I think there's always that, but we want them confident. We want them playing fast, and they know what to do, and that's half the battle. And they can turn it up a little bit. So, when you got good leaders on that side of the ball, and really we had 5 guys that could have probably gone out to the NFL and be drafted. So you have 5 guys decide to stay. That's a good thing. So you can already recognize what a big difference that would make for any football team. So that's been a big positive for us. They've carried us.
The offense hitting some of the benchmarks you want them to hit as you go through training camp?
Yeah, they are. I thought Lewerke's playing very well. I've been impressed with Theo Day. Rocky Lombardi's been solid as well, but Theo Day's taken a step forward. I think that's what he has to be able to do. He's in his 3rd year. I've been impressed with some of the young wideouts as well, but I think we're moving in the right direction. So without getting into what we're doing and all that type of thing, we moved the ball on Saturday, and we're playing against a good defense every day. So that's got to pay dividends.
So basically, you don't want to tell us what your offense is going to look like on Saturdays. You want to stay away from that.
You do a good job reading between the lines there.
I was just checking.
I just want us to score.
Bottom line.
Fun team to coach?
Fun team to coach. Very fun team to coach. Guys are we've got only about 14 seniors or so, but we've got a lot of guys that are juniors and things of that nature. But, when you're so close, like we were last year to certain games, really all of them, when you're so close, there's, you see that light at the end of the tunnel, and it makes you move. And I think that's what our guys are doing.
Coach, could you give us some insight into the first 15 offensive plays and formations? We showed at the beginning that you are 3 games away from passing Duffy Daugherty and becoming the all-time winningest coach here at Michigan State. I know you're reticent to talk about accomplishments like that, but what would that mean to you to be atop the list here?
Well, I think, first of all, there's a lot of people that are involved in that. There's coaches here that have been here for a long time, coaches that have left, big part of that, administrators. So I hope that if that happens, I'm planning on it, but if that happens, everybody will take a moment to sort of savor that moment a little bit, and because when you do something that hasn't been done, it's good for everybody.
Michigan State coach Mark Dantonio, thanks so much for your time, Coach.